Truck Series is steel bodies, right? So, you know, fender revs and those type of things are a real concern. But you see Majeski's
Race goes around. He was all over them, waiting to pounce, waiting to make a move. Not sure how he ended up going ready. Seven, William Byron. Guys, we haven't talked much about him. He's kind of admired there from trucks all around. There they go.
That group of trucks, too, that was pretty well for a long time. In there.
Jack Wood, Red Hellfinger.
Martinsville mayhem. We're green at the Smith is there. Justin Allgaier is there. Will there be contact? There is. There goes Gray. Here comes Allgaier. Austin Hill out of nowhere. It's going to win. Oh my goodness. Martinsville. Do you believe that? With a huge crash at the start-finish line.
Dude, I hate this place too, but that was unbelievable. Good job, dude.
This is your favorite president. I'm a big fan. I am a really big fan of you people that you do this. I don't know, but I just want you to be safe. You're talented people and you're great people and great Americans. Have a good day. Have a lot of fun, and I'll see you later.
I'm being your favorite driver.
Nope. I'm just gonna put my foot on the floor and I'm not lifting till I see God or a checkered flag.
My man.
Like always, right before the race, you saw the intro. What is going on in the Xfinity series on short tracks? I guess in NASCAR in general in short tracks. I will say, I got to give a shout out, throw it on here. Daniel Hemrick and the Truck Series, they had some, some sketchiness, some crashes on Friday night, but it didn't end in a wreck fest. It wasn't an overtime finish. We didn't have the last 15 laps just, we can run a lap and a half, wreck, lap and a half, wreck, lap and a half. Like, it was ridiculous. I was trying to watch it as a race, and I was like, is this like a dirt track? Is this dirt track racing? What is this? Hey, not on X. Syndicate Sports is on X. You just got to put the 4 in there, and it's on X. So, Richard, hopefully, or say you're saying you're not on X, I get you. But welcome to the show, Richard. Welcome anybody else watching. I wanted to give the Craftsmen Truck Series its due and say congrats, everybody. Like, you didn't crash out. But the Xfinity series, like, you've heard it from every commentator out there, every NASCAR personality. You've heard it from fans. Like, I'm going to tell you my take real quick too. Like, it's a product of the environment that was created. Now, the playoff, you can't argue that the playoffs are not exciting, right? You can't argue that. Very exciting. NASCAR has got me, a former fan, back into being a fan again. So I have to say, like, they got me, right? The playoffs got me. I like that now. I like that it goes down to 4 at the last race. It starts with, like, I like the playoff format. The win and you get in thing, like, I do like that. The only way to curb this without taking away the playoff format is to institute a penalty. A very severe penalty. Like, fines, points, doesn't matter where you qualify next race, you start at the back of the field. Like, it should be all of those things so that it prevents them from doing it. Like, no one wants to watch a race where you're seeing your driver who made their way up through the field with excellent racecraft and didn't run over everybody. And then you just see them get plowed through. And it's not even the car behind them. It's not the car behind that car. It's the third car, fourth car in line who's just driving through everybody, and then everyone gets taken out. I couldn't stand to watch it. I really couldn't. I'm like, what is this, a video game? This isn't iRacing, everybody. This is real life. And then they showed that one of the owners of a team, they were talking about a team, it wasn't Spire, it was another independent, sort of smaller team in the Xfinity series yesterday, where they had 2 drivers in the top 5, and they're like, oh my God, like, this is crazy that they got 2 drivers in the top 5. And then they both wrecked. Like, what are we doing? And they showed a clip of him, and he was pissed. I wish I had that. I got to go back to the live broadcast and get that. They showed him, and he was just, he picked up his phone and shit, and he was like, who was on the other side of that phone call? He was calling someone's mom, like one of the driver's mom, probably. You're like, yo, get a wrangle on this kid. These kids, these drivers. You could tell the older heads in the field, some of them, they were pretty mad about the driving. Every old head who watched this was pissed. Jeff Burton, Jr., Gordon, Mark Martin. Senior's rolling over and it's great. Or he's like, well, I get it. It's the kids. Let them have some fun. But maybe he's not. I would say, just as a fan, like, I want cleaner racing. It doesn't matter if on the last lap, maybe we resort to some bumping. But if you're hit, Sammy Smith, I really love you, man. But if you're driving into the back of somebody so hard that your grill gets pushed in, like, you're doing too much, dude. You're doing too much. So we gotta rein it in. If not for the driver's safety, like for the fans for sure. But if this happens at a bigger, faster racetrack, what happened on the last lap of them getting turned in front of the field going to the finish line? Like, you don't want to see this. I don't want to be the guy to say this, but if this continues, somebody is going to die. Full stop. Like, that's just what it is. You can't keep racing like this and driving through people and then saying F the consequences afterwards. Like, it just can't happen. I don't want to see it as a fan, and nobody wants to see those consequences happen. Like, we don't need it in NASCAR. We haven't had it happen for over, decades now, knock on wood, and we don't need to see it again. So let's stop it now. Because the kids, the younger guys, the drivers, like you, he has a point. Sammy Smith had a point. Like, if he doesn't do it, someone else is going to do it to him anyways. And Taylor Gray had driven through him all day. Austin Hill had driven through Carson Kvapil all day. I don't know what it is again. And I was seeing this, like, does everybody, because they're so fast, does everybody hate the junior motorsports drivers now? And they're just driving them all over the track? Because that's all I saw last night. And if you say I'm wrong, look at Connor Zulich's car at the end of the race. Like, he just got everyone just drove over him all night. I don't know what it is with the junior motorsports drivers too. Like, I don't think Sammy Smith was wrong at all with his statements. He was wrong in doing what he did. His statements after the race, I don't think he was wrong at all. It was saying, like, if he didn't do it to somebody, someone's gonna do it to him. And it was just a big calamity. Like, there's a reason why this is at a boiling point right now, because we're sick of it. As fans, the drivers who are getting it done to them are sick of it. And the people who do it, they're like, yeah, I know I was wrong, but I had to do it. It's like, well, we got to stop this. We got to stop it. Something has to happen. NASCAR has to do something before something terribly wrong happens. And I'm just saying that in all seriousness. Like, forget the charade of, it's not a charade, forget the passion, I guess. Something has to happen before something terribly wrong happens. That's all I'm going to say. So that was I didn't even have the Xfinity series results pulled up. Austin Hill won. Sheldon Creed, the best thing the best thing yesterday, okay? if anybody doesn't know, Sheldon Creed has a history of getting second places. He's never won a race in the Xfinity Series. He's been in the Xfinity Series, I want to say 4 or 5 years now. He's never won, but he has like 15 second places. All that happened yesterday. Everyone's wrecking, getting wrecked out. And Sheldon Creed somehow winds up second. Hilarious. That was one of the best posts I saw reacting to what happened last night. Sheldon Creed, shout out to you, man. Justin Allgaier, the top JRM Motorsports car. He could have got first. He was, he got drove into by Sammy, trying to protect the win. Sammy's trying to go all out and get a win. I think he ended up getting 10th. What was it? Yeah, 10th. Sammy ended up getting 10th. So this is the top 10 from yesterday. Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Brendan Poole, Sam Mayer, Dean Thompson, Daniel Dye, Ryan Sieg, Chris Wright, and Sammy Smith in 10th. And Jeb Burton somehow limped that freaking car into 11th. It was Calamity Corner. Right now, they're probably getting started for the Cup Series. We will click back over to NASCAR and see if it's live right now. It is not live. Let's see. Sorry, guys. We'll go to the lineup. Where's the lineup? Okay, this is how we're starting. Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, making up the front row. Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson coming back, trying to get a win. Another win after last week. Denny Hamlin in 5th. Chris Buescher 6th. Joey Logano 7th. Bubba Wallace up there in 8th. And his teammate right behind him, Tyler Reddick in 9th. And then William Byron rounding off the top 10. Hopefully today, I'm sure there's a drivers meeting that NASCAR had. And there's probably a lot of finger waving towards the older NASCAR Cup Series drivers where they're saying, we don't want to see this. It's a lot of excitement. It's a lot of press for NASCAR. I will say that. Like, there is that entertainment, WWE kind of thing going on, but it's a lot of money for every wrecked car, and the safety is like really getting to a boiling point where like it's not going to be just, oh, you wrecked me. It's like, nah, it might be way worse than that. So let's reel it in while we can. Hopefully we see not a wreck fest today, and we don't have to Martinsville, Wreckinsville. Like, that might have that nickname right now, Wreckinsville. It's coming. I hope not today for the Cup Series race. We obviously will see rubbing. We'll see banging against the bumpers and all that. But hopefully we just don't see people getting tossed into the wall and people just blatantly driven out of the race line like that. Like, let's get a little bump in. Go back and watch the replays of Dale Jr. winning at Martinsville, Senior, Gordon, Tony Stewart. I was just telling my lady this earlier. Like, they've all done it where it's a little push and they get him up out of there. That way, you don't send the guy to the back of the field or into the wall. You send him to second place or third place. Like, let's not just kill him. So, yeah. Shout out to NASCAR for being exciting and being on the cutting edge of everything that you do, but let's also be on the cutting edge of reeling in our drivers who are a little bit younger and have a lot of audacity. I love to watch the Xfinity Series. It's one of my favorites. Like, Saturday night, I'm ready. Saturday afternoon, I'm honed in. I'm like, let's go. I'm cheering. Sheldon Creed, that's our guy. We love Sheldon, and I'm always watching JRM, obviously, Junior Motorsports. So I love the Xfinity Series. I want it to be a lot cleaner than what last night was. That was like the wreck fest. I think that's the movie what it's called. Jason Statham is in it. They're driving cars and just wrecking them. Like, I think it's a game too. Like, this isn't a video game. This is real life, drivers, and your life is at stake in these cars. So let's not just play with it. Okay. So that's all I have to say. The race will be starting soon. Everybody tune in to Fox. If you got it, FS1, or you can go on SiriusXM. I know you see on my screen right here, you see that Max. I saw a preview of it. I'm really tilting my hand because I want it. They have in-car cameras for drivers, and the audio is synced with it for the teams. That you hear the radios and stuff. You can do multi-view. You do multiple drivers. I'm like, oh, you're really twisting my arm here, but we'll see if I get a max product. We'll see. So that is my spiel on Martinsville, Reckinsville. I hope everyone enjoys, and we all enjoy the Martinsville race today. We'll see you next week on this stream, or we will see you in the interim. If there's any more news to come out of Martinsville, if there's any fines, suspensions, whatever it is. Some people are saying take the 8 away from Sammy Smith. I don't want to see that. Seeing it on the track, like, I enjoy it. So it's not take it away so soon. I agree with Sammy Smith's statements after the race. I do not agree with what he did during the race. So that is it for me. I hope everyone has a great day. Enjoy the race. Until next time, this is The Good Lane. I'm The Good Austin. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. And we'll see y'all next time.